Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. Oh man, I'm telling you, this is candidate for video, well, not video itself, but candidate for result of the year. And I was having a discussion before I made this video, and indirectly J-Man himself reminded me of another game that is up there in the game of the year on my channel. I'd only thought of two, but he reminded me there was a third one. But there's the three that I have really is this one. Browny had a 13 kill game in his LAGO, an absolute masterpiece. And Wrong Way had a come from behind victory, 1 versus 10 guys. Now both of those were awesome in their own right, but those were single player games where they were not in a platoon. This one is J-Man, and he's in a platoon with his grandfather, which is Grim Root 18. I'm sorry, Halloween, it's King Root 18, and myself, and he's running that Frenchie Tier 4 F4 tank. Now, in his, I don't know, defense is not really the right term, but from his perspective, or from my perspective, his game is up there. When you see it, you're going to be shocked. And you know, it's just one of those things that you know, seeing is believing. So we're going to leave it at that and get to this game, and let's go take care of business. Welcome to Live Oaks. Alright, so there's 4 of us on each side, plus robots. I'm here in Martyr 38T Sniper. This is our artillery. Oh, that's the enemy team, forget that. Well, we'll worry about the other guys later. But I'm going to show you the monster play that I played. I thought I was going to be MVP in this game, and my numbers were quite impressive. So there we go, taking care of business. There's Jay right there, he's the heavy tank. So it's just opportunity shooting for myself, you know, and directing as much traffic as I can, shooting whatever I can shoot. Because this tank has a good vision here on this hill. And once I get spotters, it becomes nasty. This is a very dangerous tank when you have spotters. And that's what's happening here. Tag, baby. That was not me, but that was another guy. That was a robot that killed him. Tag that guy. Now, as an opportunity sniper, what this meant in this game is that I did get a Confederate medal, as I damaged a lot of guys that were eventually killed by one of my teammates. Several of them are from you-know-who. So I'm getting good spotting, as you can see, down the rail line as well. If I can see it, I'll shoot it. Which indirectly is a problem. As you can see, I'm already down to 16 rounds. I'm pounding guys. Man, we're losing. And this is what the situation is for me. Like, you know, it's literally almost every game. I'm producing a super response, helping my team, and we're losing. I mean, now I have 11 shots. I got to be super careful because there's 8 guys. We're down 4 to 8. I mean, that's not good. So I've got to make sure that I can tag. Where am I? 4. I'm not making any more kills. I'm just going to tell you that right now. But that's okay. I'm here to help my team. There's a guy flanking us down the rail line about Charlie 0. I can't identify, those letters are too tiny, but that's all right. I'm drilling them. That's all that matters. I am down to 2 bullets, and it's not good. But tagged him. And I'm out of bullets. So now, and I have like 2,700 damage. I mean, it's monster. Let's go find our hero. Yes, our hero. It's 3 to 8. We're losing by 5. Our hero has 1 kill. I know it sounds ridiculous. He's our hero. I have 4 kills and no bullets. He has 1 kill and a lot of bullets and only half of his life. Let's just say we got the right guy in the right spot in the right tank. Oh, now it's down 2 to 6. I mean 2 to 8. We're down by 6 guys. Now, King Root is dead. That's me. I'm the blue triangle that you see there. I have no bullets. I'm just trying to scare them because they think I'm gonna kill them. But I have no bullets. They don't know that. So this guy, I tried to ram him and ram kill him. And he's, you know, just probably scared out of his mind. Our hero now has a 2nd kill. It's just him and me. And I'm just there, you know, as a specter. I can't really do anything but ram someone if I could ram them. But I'm not fast enough to really ram them. Our hero now has 3 kills. Remember, we were down by 6. And so King Root is giving him advice. I was driving around like a freak trying to spot guys and, you know, just be a distraction because he's the only one left with a bullet. Well, 33 bullets actually. Goodbye. That's 4. But wait, there's more. You know, I'm just trying to spot guys that helps him know where to go whenever he, you know, kills a guy, because he's an unstoppable killing juggernaut. Yeah, he took the lead with that last kill. My dreams of MVP are slipping away. With 2,700 damage, they're slipping away. And not because we're losing. This guy is the Juggernaut. So long, chump. folks. Well, it was nice knowing you, freak. He's just awesome. That's 6. If you ask yourself, geez, how many kills is he going to get? I can't tell you the answer. Oh, I can tell you, but I'm not going to tell you. That's 7. What a monster. There's me running around like a freak. You know, that's all I can do is just spot guys and pretend that I'm going to get them. I don't have any bullets. So yes, he has 8 kills. You know, like I said, King Root is over there giving him advice on what to do, etc. I'm running around like a freak, doing what little I can do, but just to, you know, hopefully cause chaos. This guy's in trouble. Spoiler alert, he doesn't get any help, because there isn't any, it's just him. Too bad, chump. Yeah, he whacked 9 dudes. Outstanding. Look at the damage. 2,700 for me. He has almost 2,000. But those monstrous 9 kills. I mean, come on, man. Okay, here we are with my end of game tally. And like I said, I was rolling. You know, I killed 4 guys, got 2,700 damage. I'm thinking, you know, I'm on the road to MVP. And I ran out of bullets, and they still had a bunch of dudes left. It was like, this is just crazy. But that's okay, because I had the right dude backing me up. Look at this. And now we noticed this, you know, after the game we were talking about before we looked at this, is that we got a crucial contribution out of this, and King Root was like, really? Now he didn't kill anybody that game. It just, you know, it's just the way it went out. You know, I got 4, and then we had the Juggernaut come in there and just butcher everyone that was left. You know, you guys saw him physically make 8 kills on screen. So we missed his first one while I was taking care of my business, thinking with the 2,700 damage, that's almost always MVP. Okay? It's not enough. I mean, I knew that was a first-class badge performance, not an ace performance. You know, people like myself have jacked the score so high for ace. It's got to be. It's close to 3,000 to get an ace in a 38T. But he single-handedly got us a crucial contribution, which was fantastic. Confederate medal. You know, 6 or more guys that I damaged that were killed by somebody else, and most of them were killed by him, the Juggernaut. I did more damage than my hit points, obviously. Knocked out modules or crews. Did the most damage, high caliber. That's about the only good medal he didn't get. Oh, I have his medal result as well, and it's nasty. Hand of God took damage from 4 guys that I killed. You know, I'm sorry. Survive and take damage from 4 different guys. I don't have to kill any of them. Okay, so that was my misread. So there's J-Man, the king. There's myself, number 2. King Root, you know, he played solid, but he just got whacked. You know, matchup thing. It happens. Now let's go look at J's. Okay, here is the results that our hero sent to me. Now I'm gonna have to use this mouse. Crucial contribution. I think this is a Spartan. Killed the artillery, Pascucci. That is a, you know, set a guy, blew up his ammo and killed him. Shell-proof Hand of God like I got. This is Top Gun for killing 6 or more. This is for knocking out the crew and or modules, the bruiser. Did more damage than his hit points. That's fire for effect. I think that's steel wall, right? Block mover and 1,000 damage. Duelist, kill 2 guys that caused him damage. Okay, he only got a 2nd class badge because the armor on this tank is freak level. And I can't believe that basically he was a hair under 2,000 damage. But the 2,000 damage and 9 kills isn't enough to get a 1st class badge is insane. That is an insane, realization. The other thing is this crucial contribution. He's got 13 of them. Now you have to understand, this kid is a whopping 9 years old. That's right, you heard me. He's 9. And he Juggernaut won this game for us, basically single-handed. So the thing that made this game so fantastic, I did great, but I ran out of bullets. And I was lucky that I had a 9-year-old kid come in and save the game for us. I mean, that was just crazy. We're old, and we did the best we could, and it wasn't enough. But this kid, and this is a multiplayer game against, live people, he butt kicked it. He came in with he cleaned house. You watched an 8-streak kill that he had. After all the killing was done by myself and whoever else got a kill on the robots, he killed the last 8 guys. It was 8-2. And I'm a Spectre running around, driving like a freak, trying to do, just make up something. Help him in any way I could. He killed the last 8 guys all by himself. And he made it look like it was, child's play, to be honest. He was a juggernaut. He could not be stopped. And it was just unbelievable. Now, the fact that he has, in the past gotten 12 other crucial contributions. Now, he does play with good players, which is his grandfather and his grandfather's buddy, Loki. He plays with good players. That's how he got to be good. He's legit good. And I told Jay, I said, this is the best game that he ever played, in my opinion. He was like, well, what about the game I played with you and Browny? And the short version of that game is it was a Cold War. And it was really funny because it was kind of late in the evening for him. Browny and I are going, and we're like, Jay, why aren't you moving? He fell asleep. So he's because of his age. Once it gets beyond 10:30 for him, it's really hard for him to stay awake. He was 8 years old at the time when this happened. We're like, why aren't man? He fell asleep for sure. So we're doing the best we could. We were playing on Siegfried line. We did good, but we died, and he's still alive. And then he woke up. So he woke up, and it's like, oh, you're alive, you're awake, great, fantastic. He proceeded to go and kill, enough guys to win the game for us. And so he was referring to that game. You think it was better than that game? I'm like, that was a really good one. He literally went to sleep, woke up, and finished the game off for us because Browny and I weren't good enough. I mean, we played good, but we didn't leave a lot of meat on the bone. But still, we had an 8-year-old kid come in and finish the game off, and we're like, dude, that was fantastic. And I told him, yeah, it was better than that. That was a great win. Another multiplayer. This is the best one because he knew up front that we're finished. It was just him, really. And that didn't bother him. He's done it before. Apparently, he's been part of 12 other crucial contribution teams, which was fantastic. So, for myself, it's one of the greatest games I've ever seen because it's a great game. If you did this and sent this to me, I would say, dude, that is a great game. Everybody would tell you it's a great game. But you're not 9 years old. You know, this is a 9-year-old's work. Not what you're looking at here, but his, you know, just monster MVP. It was a monster MVP. So that's why I say it's tough. I mean, like I said, it's between Jay, Browny's 13 kill LAGO game. That was on the port map. I have a video of that one. And I made a video also. I got the clips from Wrong Way, and I made a video of his 10-1 comeback on mines in his HMC M8. These are the 3 games that I would say qualify as Game of the Year 2025 for my channel. There's no way someone's going to produce a game better than one of these 3, as far as I'm concerned, in the next, you know, rest of, you know, 6 weeks basically in the year. These are all monster things. Wrong Way had the greatest single comeback I've ever seen, 1 versus 10. He killed them all. Anyway, that's why it's the greatest. He didn't just win, you know, the game with a base capture. He killed them all. His team was just garbage. Well, our team was also garbage in this match, and that's how Jay comes in, and, you know, after killing one guy, and then I'd run out of bullets, he just, you know, Juggernauts 8 in a row. What a maniac. Okay, fantastic stuff. And then Browny in his 13 kill LAGO game, he was like the Grim Reaper personified. That guy was just fantastic. So those games are really all awesome, but the thing that makes them so awesome, Jay matched his age with 9 kills in a game. Browny matched his age with 13 kills in a game. You know, and I told, you know, King Root, I go, I can't do 63 kills in a game. He goes, yeah, and I can't do 44 kills in a game. I go, no, and Wrong Way can't do 52 kills in a game. So, you know, it's really difficult to say which is the best, because those 3 games are all awesome, but each awesomely different. Now, I even had a game that would qualify in this. I, you know, wasn't thinking about it until just now. And that was a game where I was down with my team. We were down, myself and this other guy who was playing in Matilda. We were on Severogorsk. We were down 2-12. I was in my Sexton. And now we didn't kill all those guys. Well, actually, did he? I think no. I think we won on a base capture, but we killed almost all of them. I held the base while the Matilda just, you know, chugged towards the southwestern base on the Severogorsk map. So I was in the northeast corner, like Charlie 9 or Charlie 8, whatever. Again, that video is on my channel. I end up getting killed, but I killed like 5 guys in that match, defending the base, just buying time, hoping that this Matilda guy was able to get to the enemy base, which he did, and he finished off the game. So the 2 versus 12 was a 10-down comeback, the greatest I've ever seen. The previous greatest one I ever had was 4 versus 12, and that's when I was with Wrong Way. His name comes up again, and Creeping Clown. So we were down 4-12. We ended up winning that game. That was a great Wrong Way comeback. But you know, I did get, for myself anyway, get even better. That was in this year. So that would be like the 4th game. I had, you know, the biggest deficit comeback of 10. Wrong Way had the best come from behind 10-1, killing everyone. And of course, that's a Kolobanov medal for Wrong Way. I did not get a Kolobanov because there was 2 of us, and I died anyway. No Kolobanov medal here because I stayed alive, and, you know, Jay finished everyone, so there's no Kolobanov for that. Unfortunately, he had what you would say is objectively much better than a regular Kolobanov victory, but he didn't get one. Browny was also not outnumbered if I remember correctly. I don't think you got a Kolobanov medal for that one. But those are the 4 monsters. Every one of those games was a come from behind masterpiece. Which one is the best? It all depends on, what you're looking for. Like I told Jay, I go, he's kind of got the best one if you want to look at a platoon. He got a little bit of help from the platoon, okay? So, I was in platoon in Severogorsk. That was a fantastic one. But again, none of us are 9. You just don't have this 9-year-old guy coming in and just shredding everyone. So I kind of have to give it to Jay due to his low age. It's just unbelievable. You're looking at a Tiger Woods kind of junior performance where he was a monster as a junior player. Same thing for, Bobby Fischer in chess. Back in the 50s, he was a monster as a young guy. The other ones, the great ones, Wrong Way was great, but he's 50, okay? Browny was great, again, matching his age at 13. Browny was great at 13, doing an unbelievable 13-kill game. He might be the winner of the best single player on his own. Tough to say. 13 kills, is that more important than a 1 to 10 comeback? Kolobanov medal. I'm leaning towards Browny because 13 is 13. Okay, I've done 13, so is Wrong Way. But we didn't do it in a LAGO. We did it in artillery, which are relatively safe, and you have long range annihilation, thunder strike, shots from the gods, basically. So that's fantastic. So I would have to say, in my estimation, Jay had the best performance individually in a platoon game on my channel this year. Browny would have slightly, and it's much closer between him and Wrong Way. But again, his age, a 13-year-old masterpiece, kind of, beats an older guy's masterpiece. Just because he's only 13. But he is the best player that we know. So that's literally like Tiger Woods, okay? Browny came in and literally Tiger Woods did. It's like, I'm the king. That speaks for itself. So what you need to do, hopefully, if you enjoyed this video, give me your, idea, what is your decision. Myself, 2 versus 12 on Severogorsk, Browny's 13 on Port, Jay's 9-kill comeback to win this here on Live Oaks, or is it Wrong Way's 10-1 comeback where he killed everyone on mines and got a Kolobanov's medal? This is for, if you had any one of these 4 in your history of your gaming, you'd feel like a champion. I have, 2 of them, but I was in this game, but I wasn't the man, okay? Jay was the man, okay? I wasn't technically the man either in Severogorsk, where I was 2 versus 12. But I'm on the team that won, and I did my job to the best of my ability. I feel pretty good. I feel like a champion of those games, this game specifically as well. Leave us a comment. Tell us what you think is the best of those 4. Those are the 4 best games on my channel in 2025. And, no one has a chance to really beat those. We're talking upper, super high atmosphere victories. So, hope you enjoyed it. It was a great game. Man, we were just so shocked that he was able to cash this for us. It was awesome. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Tell your friends if you would, and if you haven't liked or subscribed, like and subscribe, or else.